morning students, welcome to online class. Today we are going to learn physical chemistry unit number 6, solid state. Today topic is classification of crystalline solid. Okay, crystalline solids are classified into 4 types. One is molecular solid, second one is ionic solids, third one is covalent solids, and fourth one is metallic solids. See here, these pictures are indicated ionic solid, covalent solid, and molecular solids and metallic solids. The first one is ionic solids. See here, ionic solid means we need cations and anions, isn't it? How to form cation? That is, element lost one electron means it becomes cation. How to form anion? Elements gain one electron means it becomes anion. So see here. So the structural units of an ionic crystals are cations and anions. Now clear? They are bound together by strong electrostatic attractive forces. Why it is happening here? Because one is positive charge, another one is negative charge. That's why strong electrostatic attractive forces. See here. Yes. To maximize the attractive forces. When it is we have to maximize the attractive forces means cations are surrounded by as many anions. See here, Na plus is surrounded by many minus charge, isn't it? That is anion. Vice versa, like that. Anions also surrounded by cations means to maximize the attractive forces. See, ionic crystal possess definite crystal structure. So many solids are cubic close packed structure. Now clear this ionic solid. The ionic solid super example is NaCl. In this case of NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus ions are present in NaCl crystal. Now clear this. And next one is, see here, that is characteristics of ionic solid. What is the first point in characteristics of ionic solid? Ionic solids have high melting points. Why ionic compound shows high melting points? Because of strong force S holding the lattice together. The second point is, see here, these solids do not conduct electricity because the ions are fixed in their lattice position. See the diagram here. In this case of solid, ions are in fixed position. But see the third point, they do conduct electricity in the molten state or when dissolved in water, because the ions are free to move in the molten state and the solution. Now clear this. And next one is fourth point in characteristics of ionic solids is they are hard, as only strong external force can change the relative position of ions. See here, Yes, only external force can change the relative position of ions. What is the next one solid? That is covalent solid. See here, in covalent solids, the constituents. What is constituents here? That is atoms. The atoms are bound together in a three-dimensional network entirely by covalent bonds. Already we know that what is covalent bond? That is mutual sharing of electron between two atoms, isn't it? The next one is examples of covalent bond. See here, one is diamond, another one is silicon carbide. Okay. Next one is characteristics of ionic solids. What is the first characteristics of ionic solid? That is, after finishing ionic solid, that is characteristics of covalent solid here. What is the first point? Covalent network crystals are very hard and also high melting points. Yes, this is examples of covalent solid, that is diamond. What is the second point here? They are usually poor thermal and electrical conductors. What is the reason for this? Poor thermal and electrical conductors means all the electrons are involved in bond formation. There is no free electron here. That's why it is poor thermal and electrical conductors. Now clear? Yes. And the third one, that is molecular solid. See here, some of the examples of molecular solids are given. What is molecular solids? In the molecular solids, the constituents are neutral molecules. Neutral. Okay, so neutral means they are held together by weak van der Waals forces. Which forces? That is van der Waals forces. Okay. And see here, molecular solids are soft and also they do not conduct electricity. Molecular solid furtherly classified into three types. One is non-polar molecular solid. The second one is polar molecular solids. And the third one is hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Shall we discuss one by one? See here. Yes, the first one is non-polar molecular solid. What is non-polar molecular solids? In non-polar molecular solids, the constituents molecules are held together by weak dispersion force or London force. See the diagram? Yes. And what is the second point in molecular solids? They have low melting points and are usually in liquid or gaseous state at room temperature. Yes, this is non-polar molecular solids. What are the examples of non-polar molecular solids? One is naphthalene, another one is anthracene. Okay. The next one is polar molecular solids. Yes. What is polar molecular solids? The constituents are molecules formed by polar covalent bonds. They are held together by relatively strong dipole-dipole interactions. Okay. See here, they have high melting points than the non-polar molecular solid. Now clear? What are the examples of non-polar molecular solids? One is solid CO2, Another one is solid NH3. Yes. Next one is hydrogen bonded molecular solids. What is hydrogen bonded molecular solids? The constituents are held together by hydrogen bonds. They are generally soft, solid, under room temperature. What are the examples of hydrogen bonded molecular solid? One is solid ice, another one is glucose, and the third one is urea. This is a structure of ice. Okay, let us summarize the three types of molecular solid. First one is non-polar molecular solid. What is the name of the force here? That is London force. Yes, what is the features? Low melting point and are usually in the solids or gaseous state at room temperature. Examples are, one is naphthalene and anthracene. Okay. What about polar molecular solid? That is force of attraction here, dipole-dipole interaction. Yes, what is the features here? They have higher melting points than the non-polar molecular solids. What are the two examples here? One is solid CO2, another one is solid NH3. The last one more is hydrogen bonded molecular solid. What is the force here? That is hydrogen bond. Okay, what is the features here? They are generally soft, solid, under room temperature. Okay, what are the example here? One is solid ice, another one is glucose, and the last one is urea. Yes. The next one is, that is the last crystalline solid types, metallic solids. What is metallic solids? See the diagram. This is clearly indicate the metallic solid. In the metallic solid, the lattice points are occupied by positive metal ion, and a cloud of electron pervades the space, that is empty space. Electrons are there. Yes, now clear what is metallic solids. Next one is characteristics of metallic solids. See here, they are hard and also high melting point. Okay, in this case of metallic solid possess excellent electrical and thermal conductivity, and also they possess bright luster. Okay, see here, what are the examples of metallic solid? One is metals and metal alloys belong to this types of solid. For example, what are the metals here? One is copper, another one is iron, zinc, silver and gold. Metal alloys here, copper and zinc, that is called brass. Okay, now clear? I hope that all of you understood today's topics. Thank you, students.